City in NRG Stadium, right next to where the old matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now we get to Chandler, running right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Shotgun now, first round. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here we go.
They give up the gut to Chandler. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues.
On the quick, right?
Right back it goes to Pierce. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
To the air, Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Here we go. Let's go. 18. What's that?
First down carry for Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against the 3-4 group right up the gut, number one, got to control that nose tackle. Number two, you got to get people to the second level. That was teaching tape.
And this is Pierce. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
Yeah,
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
yeah!
On the give, it's Blue. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go!
A 3rd down run with Blue. Headed right through the middle of the field. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go!
From the red zone now. And screen here to Blue. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Yeah, here we go!
Dak now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Yeah, here we go! I take line, ain't it? 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Brought in close to the 8. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Tony.
Stroud off the play fake. Running quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 25-yard line.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Okay. 18. What's that?
From the gun, Stroud. All in left side. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Oh, ready. 18. What's that?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
Danger, kids. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Look at hot. Swap. Mother swap.
Going on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it near the 8. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Well run, Pacheco. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
18. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
18. What's that?
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. And he's going down. They rolled the dice for more, and they're going to end this first half empty-handed as a result. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. And we might see 3 points here on this opening play. The field goal unit is out.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. This is caught by Blue. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right to point.
First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They start the drive with Blue. And he gets him around 6 there. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Play action, Prescott. Hits him on the out route. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Dak throwing again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stroud. Right side caught by Higgins. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now.
Oh, right. 118. What's that?
Pierce up the middle. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
118. What's that?
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
And this is the punt you want every time. It bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stopped.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Give on 2nd here to Blue. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. And it's picked off, but, yeah, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go. Right there.
Third and long for him here. Caught inbounds downfield. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
40, yeah! Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott to throw once more. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Prescott on 1st and 10. And screen here to Blue. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Kill! Yeah!
They take the hands off. Now Prescott. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. It's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Cowboys with it on 4th and 4. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Here we go. 26.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. And the call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
To the air. Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll try it left with Chandler. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
18. What's that? Look the hot.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Slide 26.
Here's Dak. Dumps it off to his running back. He strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Play action now for Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Slide 26.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kamario Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Here we go.
Stroud. Dumped off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The good defenses in this league, every once in a while, they could bait a quarterback into a throw. And you do that by having eyes on the quarterback. Getting to a good drop, forcing that check down, and they'd only just bait him into a completion, but they knocked him backwards after the catch.
Here's Stroud. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score pick 6 for Dallas. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
On the quick, right? 18. Let's go.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Trying it right side with Chandler. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
118. What's that?
They'll run. It's Pierce. Solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They've got first down from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Back to the air, Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Prescott now to throw on third down. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Yeah, here we go.
Who gets the handoff? Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Back to the line they come, second down. Up the middle, Blue. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long. Throw here, third down. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Yeah! Here we go, 46!
First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So second down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Could be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. That throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a brilliant defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
Yeah! There we go.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
At their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
Running
left with Pacheco. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Stroud now on 3rd. This connects with Higgins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 26. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the gun, here's Pierce. And he's going to be dreaming out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's the give to Pierce. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Let's go. Level. 118. What's that?
From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
26-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he can only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Oh, hey.
Throwing is Stroud. Over the middle, taken in by Higgins. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. If this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here, and sure enough, that offense delivers.
And it does. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Dak now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
2nd down, here's Prescott again. Drops this underneath, it's Blue. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, Prescott. Pass it in close. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On the give, it's Blue. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
shift to the run here, 3rd and inches.
Yes!
Prescott to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Working quickly here.
That's another Cowboys.
On 1st down, it's Blue. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brocco. And jumbo set is still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Yeah! They were flying in.
They take the hands off. Now Prescott. Hits him on the in route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 26.
From the red zone on 1st. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19.
Here we go. Flying in. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Yeah! Here we go, flying in. Hey, kill. 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
All right.
Handoff running right, Pierce. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 11. At 18. That's it.
To the air, Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go, let's go.
They give up the gut to Chandler. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Stroud now on fourth down. That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans now lead by 10.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. With the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Hits his running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Dak off the play fake.
6-yard line.
Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first is Prescott. He throws a bullet to the center of the... A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. That is Lewisine. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Second down run by Pacheco. He's tackled after a gain of about 6. It's third down now.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And he's caught by Prather. And he has him right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Give him 13 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
All right.
Flying down the middle with Chandler. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll run now with Chandler. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Oh, ready? On 18. Let's hit.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
On the quick, right?
3rd and long for him here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Cowboys have some new life in the 4th.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Then we're going to 53. Yeah, there we go. I think. All right, 80.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Kill.
From the gun is Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go, 47.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Pierce up the middle. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
All right. 18. Let's hit.
They'll try it left with Chandler. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Gabe. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down, 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Play action now for Prescott. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go. Let's go.
The counter give here to Pacheco. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
This is Pierce. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the third down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide. But boy, is it tough to defend. And that's why they love breaking it up to reset those chains.
He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first, with some room to spare.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Here we go.
Chandler again. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans put up even more points in a win. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
at their own 23-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Now with 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Hey, two.
Here he goes, one final shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's a win for the Texans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football. Broncos enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. Run it down.